Hey, what's going on, guys? Josh here, and a bunch of you have been asking me about the back end of my 2012 Highlander and how I have it turned into a sleeping area slash storage area, so that when my wife and I go on our little adventures up in northern Wisconsin and upper Michigan, we not only can pack all of our gear underneath our bed, but obviously we can sleep in here too. So wanted to give you guys a rundown on how I have it set up, how I built it, and what the storage areas look like. And then I'm going to put the bed on, put the plywood in, because as you can see, I just have it so that you can see all the storage areas. So all of the Highlander seats, the factory seats, have been removed out of here. Now up here, this area is from a storage unit that was in a 2012 or 2013 GMC Yukon, and all I did is I took the drawers out of it, and then I used that to put in here. So it's something that I had laying around. Now you could obviously build different types of storage systems using, wood or whatever it might be, but this is just what I had laying around. And all I did is I took some 2x4s, laid it across the top. They are screwed down. That is in position there. It is mounted in position so that it's not going to go anywhere. I do have most of the stuff out of it just because repacking the Highlander right now, because we're just about to leave on another adventure up to upper Michigan, heading up by Cedar River area. So I took everything out, or a lot of the stuff out, so I can repack it back in and make sure that we have everything that we need. So we have the front storage area here, obviously, that you guys can see, and then there is this center area here, which I always carry it's a Voodoo recovery rope. It's a kinetic energy recovery rope I keep in here at all times. We are just about to head into winter, and it's gonna get pretty crappy, so wanted to make sure that I have some kind of rope or recovery strap to get out of some precarious situations. And then back here, I have all of my tools. I have another recovery strap here. I have this pulley here that helps with the come along that I'll show you in a second. There's a shackle back here. There's a first aid kit with emergency survival blankets, band-aids, tape, wrap, all kinds of stuff. I got extra shackle back here, a tree saver. This is a tire plug kit, which I have had to use already. Emergency vest, so when I'm on the side of the road, I'm visible. I've got a 12-volt air compressor in here, and then the come along. So obviously I don't have a winch on the front, but I have this come along in case I really get stuck in a situation. And then back here, I'm reorganizing this. This is where I have my 400-watt inverter hooked up to factory power. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but it goes behind here, and I have the 12-volt outlet that was here that I still need to put something in here to cover this hole. But I just basically rewired it and wired it directly to the 12-volt power source. So that way, every time I turn on the car, this turns on. And then down here, I have just the power strip down there, so I can plug a couple different things into. But this tape here actually holds on a USB splitter, so it has about 7 different USB plugins that I mount here. And then the wires go here, and then I can charge everything here. And I'll show you guys that after I have it all set up. So that's just a real quick introduction on what I have for a storage area, and then I'll show you over on this side as well. Now, real quick before I get into that, I did go ahead and I got all of the back windows, this window, that window, those windows, which I just keep styrofoam in there, and then the very back window. All of those windows have been tinted over the factory tint with 2% tint. So it's extremely black. You cannot see in it. Even when the dome lights are on, you can barely even see the dome lights looking in. Looking out, it's a lot better. You can see out fairly decent, so it's not bad. The only trouble is backing up at night, which I will be eventually hooking up some LED lights on top here, so it'll make it a lot brighter for backing up. So then too, I'll show you, there is some storage area here, which we keep our canopy, so that fits down in there. We keep our chairs in here, I'll show you that. We keep our kitchen supplies in the center here. Some cooking, like the cooking stove goes here, and some extra propane tanks, a machete, a tree saw, and fire starting tools all go in this area. And then back here I have this area here that will keep the curtain for up here that goes in between the seats. Actually goes from the side pillar, the B pillar, to the other B pillar. So the curtain just drapes over these seats here and blocks a lot of the light coming in from the front. With that said too, the windshield is also tinted. That's 50% tint on the windshield, 20% tint on the front windows, and then of course the 2% tint over the factory tint on all of the back windows. So it does keep it pretty dark in here. So it's kind of nice when you wake up in the morning, it's still pretty dark in here. Although when it is warmer, we roll down the windows just a little bit, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches or so. And then I have screens that go on the exterior of the door, which I'll show you guys at some point. And then these are all magnets. These magnets go on the exterior because I have the screen custom cut to fit over the window and the magnets to hold that screen on, which I'll show you guys that later. So wanted to give you a quick breakdown on basically how I have this set up back here, and then maybe it'll give you guys some inspiration on some ideas as to how you'd like to convert your Highlander into a little mini camper slash RV and be able to keep everything. So I've got a whole bunch more to show you guys, so make sure and stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys back again shortly.